Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we explore the fascinating journey of the history of the English language. A journey that spans over 1,500 years. Shaped by invasion, culture, and creativity, let's dive into the most important events that led to English we know and use today. The first stage of the English language was the Old English, which appeared in 450 to 1180. And the English began with the arrival of three Germanic tribes. The first one is the Angles, the Jutes, and the Saxons, who invaded Britain around the 5th century. And they brought their Germanic dialect, which became what we now call Old English. It sounded very different from modern English, and it was hard for us to understand today. For example, here is an example of the famous poem Beowulf begins with the word hut, and the meaning is listen or what. The Old English was very influenced language and inflected language, and were endings shaped based on grammatical function. Only about 15% of all English words survive today. The second period of the English language was the foreign influences. As you can understand, this period was influenced by foreign languages or foreign nations or tribes. The English language started absorbing words from Latin, Christianity, spread to Britain, and the 600s. And later, in the 8th and 9th centuries, the Viking invasions brought the Old Norse language, which had a huge impact. Words like sky, egg, day, and window come from Norse. And the contact between English and Norse speakers also led to simpler grammar. This was a fascinating period of the English language, and we can see some aspect and some words that from Norse and Vikings languages we can speak nowadays. The third period of the English language was the Norman conquest, which started in 1066 AD. In 1066, William the Conqueror from Normandy defeated the English language or the English king Harold at the Battle of Hastings. This event changed English forever. The Normans spoke a type of French which became the language of government, law, and royalty, while English remained the language of the common people. In that period, the person or the people who spoke English were the common people, and it was a common language for everybody. The fourth period of the English language was the re-establishment of English. By the late 1200s, English started to return in Britain for. By the 1300s, it had gained popularity in literature and education again. And the best example is Geoffrey Chaucer, who wrote the Canterbury Tales in Middle English. And this period marked the rebirth of English as a national language, now rich with French vocabulary but simplified grammar. That was the best event that we can find in this period. After the fourth period appeared the Middle English and the Renaissance. Um, from 11,000 to 17,000. The Middle English period saw many changes. For example, word order became more important. Inflections were reduced. French and Latin words entered in large numbers. And during the Renaissance, a huge intellectual movement spread across Europe. With it came many Latin and Greek words for science, medicine, and art. Um, in 1476, William Caxton brought the printing press to England. This helped standardize spelling and grammar. Another major change was the Great Vowel Shift, which dramatically changed the way vowels were pronounced and moving us closer to modern English pronunciation. And in that period, as its name says, was the Renaissance, when the English appeared, when appeared the printing press, and the development of the English uh, increased dramatically. And that was an important event of the English language. Now I'm going to tell you the last and one of the most important events that was the modern English that appeared in 1700 to the present. Early modern English was the language of Shakespeare, who added hundreds of new words and expressions. And in 1755, Samuel Johnson published the first major English dictionary, helping to standardize spelling and meaning. Later, during the British Empire, English spread across the world. This period added many loanwords from India, Africa, the Caribbean, and beyond. And in modern times, the rise of technology, science, pop culture, and the internet continues to shape English, making it the global language we use today. So, from travel invasions to digital globalization, English has never stopped evolving. It's a language shaped by history, identity, and imagination. Thank you for watching. I hope this summary helps you appreciate just now rich and complex this history of the English language and the history of truly is. Thank you so much for your attention.